Hi there, and a very good day to Dr. Tan and also my fellow classmates who are watching this video. My name is Aliaa Maisarah binti Yusof, and I will be representing Group 8 in my presentation of the good and the bad of Facebook and YouTube for the people of the rural areas. So there are two parts in this presentation. First of all, the pros, which are the benefits of Facebook and YouTube, and also the cons, which are the bad influence which YouTube and Facebook bring to the people of the rural areas. So I will first explain about the benefits. Before that, did you know that there are about 2.7 billion of active users of Facebook as of the second quarter of 2020? And also, did you know that YouTube has about 2 billion active logged in users? So that's quite a big number. For the first point, I'm going to explain on how Facebook and YouTube can be a way for the people in the rural areas to find money and also increase their living standards. So if you are familiar with Facebook, as I am, so Facebook has this feature called Marketplace. So in that Marketplace, you can upload anything that you wanted to sell and share it to specific groups. So those groups are maybe groups that are designated for your area. For example, me, I am in Bintulu. So in Bintulu, there are a few groups of jual beli or buy and sell groups that where you can share whatever that you put on the marketplace, and into those groups there you can find a lot of buyers and also other sellers. Same goes with YouTube. So YouTube is a platform where anyone can showcase anything. So when you put videos on YouTube and when you achieve a great number of subscribers and also viewers, you can also increase your income. So Facebook, I mean YouTube, will actually pay you for the videos that you put up. Of course, given that you comply to their guidelines and also terms and conditions. Next is how Facebook and YouTube can build and sustain relationships. So did you know that Facebook has interesting features that really groups you into with the people that has the same interests or the same liking as you, which is through groups and also pages. So all the groups and pages that you liked or you followed, you can build and sustain relationships through those groups and pages. Okay, you can meet new people and also like sustain old relationships, like with your friends from high school, which you haven't seen for maybe 10 years, but then you are in the same group, so you can talk to them over those groups. And also in YouTube, where you can post actually anything, any video, so you can upload any special events or any special occasions that can be commemorated in a video and be uploaded where it will stay there for people to watch. So maybe if you upload something like a wedding per se, so people will look at your videos and even remember you maybe. So that is how people can people in the rural areas especially can build and sustain relationships. And third of all is Facebook and YouTube is a source of endless information and also knowledge. So no matter where and when, knowledge is now very easily attainable. So as anyone can have access to it, so does the experts and professionals. So those experts and professionals sometimes will post out knowledge that they know about or knowledge in their field, so that the people can also know about it. So of course, it is made through Facebook and it can be made through YouTube as well. As you'll know, YouTube has a lot of tutorials and also online classes can be done through YouTube as well. So of course, there is nothing holding you back from gaining information and also knowledge. For the second part of this video, of this presentation video, I will tell you about the cons or the disadvantages of Facebook and YouTube. So addiction is a really serious issue, and addiction can be just about anything. So in this case, it is internet addiction. Some people can be really addicted to Facebook and YouTube, especially young children. Whenever parents are busy or they want their children to be entertained, sometimes they will put up a video from Facebook or a video from YouTube for their kids to watch. This can later on bring a lot of side effects, such as social problems. The children might experience social withdrawal if they are too attached to the videos, if they are too attached to YouTube or Facebook, and it can also lead to attitude and behavior problems where the children are too they don't have enough concentration on their schoolwork, so they rather watch YouTube videos instead. So this will also lead to loss of productivity and make them feel temperamental whenever whenever the parents try to stop them uh, from watching those videos on YouTube or doing anything on Facebook. And did you know that Facebook also has sort of games that can also lead to addiction? And of course, when anyone is really stuck onto their phones watching videos or scrolling on the timeline all day, it can cause a lot of health problems like distress when if you are reading a really bad post and it can influence you, and then mental and anxiety disorder. So if you see like people sharing good stuff and you somehow compare themselves to how you are right now, it can cause you to have a lot of insecurities and have anxiety issues, and also gastritis. How can gastritis be related to addiction? I will tell you how. Because whenever you are addicted to Facebook or YouTube or any other social media apps, you somehow forget to eat. Yes, that is how you get gastritis. And also for young children, there will be problems with their brain development, and somehow it will not help them in school that much. They will lose their focus and etc. Second of all is the social problems among community. So if you aren't like know about Facebook that much, some people really are irresponsible in posting anything that they want to, especially on Facebook. So on Facebook, sometimes you can see like people are fighting over something or people are bad mouthing someone. So one of the things that people can do is irresponsibly share their personal problems on social media, like posts or through videos. And also, this can cause very heated arguments and very serious problems in the future. Whereas it can actually break up the community. So somehow, if you like pick a fight on someone through Facebook or through YouTube, you post something very inappropriate that can also lead to social problems in your community. And last but not least, although Facebook and YouTube is a place where you can gain knowledge, it is also a place where fake news and inappropriate content are posted. So somehow people, especially the older generation, are exposed to all types of news, and somehow they like to share it a lot. Oh, if you are, I don't know about you, but sometimes the older generation would like to forward or like to share about news that aren't really true. So, and because it is very much shared or it is shared thousands of times, like hundreds of times, it is quite hard for us to filter out the truth. So yes, Facebook and YouTube can also be a place of fake news. And some rural areas, like I said, some rural people, like especially the ones who are not educated enough or the ones who are not who doesn't know how to differentiate between the truth and the fake news, they will blindly believe it and spread misinformation amongst their community members. And also youth, children, young adults, children, without proper surveillance from their guardians or parents, can freely access anything that is posted. Yes, you can find a lot of strange videos on YouTube also, and they can be easily influenced by those videos, and on Facebook too. So like one of the bad influence are like cigarettes, smoking, drinking, doing drugs, rape, like punk culture, vulgar language, and etc. And that is the end of our slides of this presentation. So what do you think of the good and the bad of Facebook and YouTube for the people of the rural areas? So in our opinion, we chose to believe that Facebook and YouTube are actually a good platform for anyone to share about their lives, or for anyone to gain the benefits. As long as you use them correctly, then it should be no problem. Such as the case of, if you know about this, the case of the student named Viviana. She posted herself studying on a tree and climbing on a tree to actually find the connectivity to do her assignments and to do her exams. So those things, when she posted it on YouTube, it can actually spread awareness of how people in the rural areas are living, and they also need the connectivity, not just to blindly like mingle around in social media, but also to learn and also to access for to access knowledge and information. And that is all. Thank you.